Alright, I just took a second there to make sure that it's actually recording. Before I get into this video, I just wanted to say that I haven't been making really any video game videos because I've been spending my time making videos about Jesus and Christianity and about things that are going on in the world. So, before I get into this, I just want to say the world's crazy, it's getting crazier, and you never know when your time's up. So, get right with God. Accept Jesus while you can. And with that being said, I'm going to get into this video. Now, some of the key things you're going to need to make this build work is to have Megavore. To have Megavore so that uh, you have a chance to score a critical hit when you're just shooting somebody in the toe or something, right? You don't have to put the points in exactly the way I have here. I actually put a couple extra points here and an extra point here that I usually wouldn't, so there'd be 3 points I could spend someplace else. But another skill you're going to need is fuzzy math, where you get your pet or yourself, if you get a critical hit, you restore 15% of your shield. And of course, you're going to need this skill so that your pet actually has a chance to critically hit. So, excuse me, I just had breakfast and some of that's coming up. So, I hope you get the patience to bear with me. But anyway, so 3 skills. You need Throat Ripper so that your pet can crit. Fuzzy Math. You maybe don't need all 5 points and all 3 points. Maybe you just need one in each. I haven't experimented with that, but you need at least the one in Throat Ripper and at least one in Fuzzy Math, and of course you need the 1 point Megavore. You have that, you're able to make this build work so that you can take these 5 points here and you can take the points here and you can put them however you see fit. What I was doing with this build originally was obviously a rack attack, but I also wanted to play around with the gravity snare because of the new anointment that makes it where you get 250% more damage while gravity snare is active. So I was playing around with that, seeing if it was worth having or if it was better to have a rack attack anointment. I noticed there's a rack attack bonus 100% crit damage after you use rack attack, and I was like, that seems like a pretty good skill for Flak, bonus crit damage, and he's all about getting crits. So anyway, if you have those 3 skills and you use a firewall with this anointment, I was rolling anointments and I noticed when I get the anointment grant an extra rack attack, it has this also a boost here. It says crouching projects your shield forward, gaining 50% damage reduction. I thought that was pretty good because this shield, if you crouch, it protects your shield forward, right? So I was like, hey, that's that's amazing. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna change the anointment. But when I changed the anointment, it lost that crouching bonus 50% damage reduction. I tried mixing it with a toboggan, so when you slide, you get the 50% damage reduction, and then crouch and see if I was like immune. It didn't quite work out. The shield still took damage. So I was like, hey, that doesn't seem to work quite right. Maybe the shield projects past the protective bubble of the toboggan. I'm not sure, but it didn't quite work. But I'm also working in Epic NNG's build. Is like a fish fillet flak where he's using a peregrine with a fish slap. I think that actually works really well with the build that I'm using. I don't have anointment for this that's good for flak, but still using this is going to be beneficial with the fish fillet flak style. But I wanted to show how this firewall shield can actually be very useful, even if you're not using it to get the 3 kills on firewall with his own shield. That's why I was messing with it, is because I wanted to make it practical where I could kill him on Mayhem 10 with his own shield, but not die in the process. I was also using this little cheat artifact to get bonus XP, but if I wasn't using that, I would use something probably like the Pearl, or probably like this Hyperion. I get the bonus shield and max health, and all that damage added to this here. Not that I'm really going to be shooting it, but it's Hyperion, and if I do have to use it, I get the bonus damage for it. Because I don't know if I'm going to get a lot of stacks with the Pearl, because I don't really necessarily attack. I guess the damage would stack from the pet, and the pet throw a nade, the rack attack, and the rack nades, and then since the shield reflects, then this Pearl probably work. So you know what, we'll do the Pearl. Because since we have Megavore, these projectiles, when you get hit and they hit the enemy, the one who shot at you, they have a chance to crit. So it's going to do more damage, but it's also going to heal your shields because you crit. And since it heals your shields anyway, you're constantly having your shield refilled. Now what I was doing was using this class mod, which puts a point into capacitance, where you get 100% bonus shield for 16 seconds whenever you use an action skill. So you're using rack attack, you're constantly boosting your shield 100%, and with your crits you're constantly boosting it by 15%. And when you're using the firewall and those projectiles are going out, you're also constantly restoring it. So having a point there, if you want to spend your points there or use a class mod for it, you're gonna make your shield pretty sustainable. The only thing is if, as you know, if you're gonna use the firewall, it's only front-facing damage. If something hits you from the side, it like flanks you, or hits you in the back, or even something flying hits you from above, it ignores your shield because your shield's projected forward and it's taking your health. So you need to make sure you are in a good position and nothing's getting behind you or anything. That's why I was using Mesmer nades, because it would keep the attention off me for the most part. But then, you know, nothing's shooting my shield, so it wasn't very practical. So now I want to test this out using the Peregrine with the fish slap and the firewall. I haven't really played it out, but we're going to do it, and we're going to see how sustainable it is. So let's do this. It is a bit of a slow kind of play style, but you can see here, as long as they're in front of me, my shields are keeping themselves up very easily. But that, you know, wasn't a lot of enemies. Now there's probably going to be something flying, so you got to really pay attention. I guess they're going after my pet, but I want to see if I can get some damage out of this. Like I test. Wow, it looks like 1 million damage on those spikes. I'm not even using my rack attack or anything. You know what, let's do it. I would say do your rack attack against anybody who wants to do something melee against you, because obviously they're not going to shoot your shield. You can see, as long as they're not getting around the shield and they're shooting, you're pretty invincible. And I'm not even shooting either. So with my pet doing damage and ricochets going back at him, well, this is definitely probably for somebody who has a bit more patience, because I'm not running around instantly killing everything.
For the twin god! My kids! I wish they were born!
with the racks. It's like an instant kill. We'll see how it does against one of those mini bosses when we get up there. Man, I'm getting a lot of iridium. I think with these little things, the shotgun can actually take them out. You can see I'm not even really paying attention, but the shield's just sustaining itself with its own spikes and the crits. Not really worried. I'm more worried about something getting behind me because it's going to take straight from the health.
Distract them.
But something with a shield, I think the racks take them out.
Yes, the cartel leader.
Now this is where enemies might end up getting behind me somehow.
The piece of the fountain puzzle to open the way. You there? How are your last breaths going?
Don't say I never gave you nothing.
Best to close your eyes. They like those.
Yeah, I wish this gameplay was a little bit faster, but this is pretty chill. If you're one of those who like to just take your time. Like I could speed things up if I wanted to use rack attack a bit more. But yeah, this is where I thought someone was gonna get behind me.
The time of the fall thief is over. Stop shooting at me! Oh no, you don't.
Oh yeah, melee's the
Hole in your head.
big problem.
I like you better dead. Fly!
Not gonna help. A new sacrifice for the upgrade box.
You can see how sometimes my health goes down. Is like if they get around that shield, you're screwed.
Yeah, that's it.
But this is an interesting way to play this out. Oh, we took him out pretty easy. I should have just tested the spikes. Oh, we got a fish slap out of him? Not bad. A dead eye. Should recharge. Oh, not good rolls on it. Down to iridium though. Alright, I guess we'll try it. I'll keep going. If you want to keep watching, I think that was a fair test, but I'll try to take on Joey. So, if you want to bear with me as I find the mask and then take him on, cool. If you want to end the video here, cool. I'll try just to skip the iridium piles so I can get on with this. Yeah, like that guy getting above me, probably a problem.
You'll ruin the taste.
Oh, those spikes took that guy out easy.
Your weakness is noted.
You look better with bullet holes.
Pocket racks.
Yeah, when they're spread out like that, a little bit more of a problem. They can hit your side. Like if this was the Maliwan and they had those spheres going around, that would be a problem. Alright, those grenades don't hurt me from the Peregrine.
This planet is ours now.
Yeah, melee guy needed to. Surprised I was able to get up.
Distract them.
No, you die! I never desist! I'm the face, and you're the mule! Screw you, mule!
My point of what I really want to do is the shield, because I know you know that the Peregrine just dominates.
We never stop the blood run now!
I want to see how the shield works against these mini bosses over here. Let's just try to take all these guys out. Whoa.
There's blood everywhere.
Oh dear, I'm trying to see what damage the pet does.
The organ's eyes of crime!
There we
This
go,
should
let's see
help.
how the shield works. Oh, fish lab don't shoot.
Outside is a terrible thing to wait!
Overwhelm them. It puts the purple in its face, or else it is a This was always your end.
Oh, man.
You're not finished yet.
What did I get here? That's a shield I wanted to try out. But I already got a bunch of different versions. Let's just get that mask so we can take on Joey. That's going to be a chaotic room, so we can see if this is actually practical in a hardcore battle. I'll probably just sit in a corner and hope for the best. But I know there's a lot of melee guys, like Joey himself tries to hit you with his own shield. Alright, I'll check that out. Alright. I'll just try to run by really slowly. They
Your
won't notice
path
me.
ends here.
The time of the vault thieves is over! You want some bullets?
Oh yeah, with this shield it's supposed to grant you an extra rack attack. But it doesn't always work, and for some reason that thing froze. So what you gotta do sometimes is unequip it and then re-equip it, and now it'll give it back. Kind of annoying. So just don't count on that extra rack attack. That's what I'll say. Because sometimes it just won't come back. So just to count on having the 3, or however you make your build. I'm not gonna bother going for that. Just
Pocket rats.
whoa, something's behind me.
Whence you came. Fighting by myself makes me angry. You want to make me angry?
Ah, shit. I was really hoping my racks could get through that.
Somebody doesn't get out here, so help me.
Nobody steps to Josie Bite! Not too smart, are ya? You're not getting in the way of my upward trajectory!
There's nothing in the briefing. Just a little laser bear.
Come on, just there we go.
You ain't the smartest, are you, kid?
Rush him back!
You woke the lion, little one. Damn, I was using that?
Marking your target. Racks up my sleeve. Really?
Whoa.
I'm gone though.
Shit, man. Freaking. I need something to kill. This sucks. So against melee, a little bit ridiculous. Maybe spend points in a skill to get your pet to pick you up. What the hell?
A meager life, a fitting death. Distract them.
I don't like getting my hands dirty, but for you, I'll make an exception. Take it into the ultra.
The bloodshed.
So it's the melee enemies that become a problem.
I'm a legitimate businessman.
Looks like the crypto spikes do better than the racks.
Thieves.
Am I growing on ya?
Shit.
Beast, stay strong.
Come to me on this, the day of your own death.
Yeah, I'm screwed. Get out of the way. Now the melee people don't want to get in my face, huh? This also works pretty well because all the crits that it's able to do can sustain your shield like it's doing right now.
I don't like getting my hands dirty, but for you, I'll make an exception.
Shit. What's gonna happen? Dang. Where the heck is my barrier? Man, all my weapons aren't doing shit to this guy. But if I can stay in the corner without the melee people coming at me, I'll be safe.
Sky's fury. Do you see me?
Shit, my own fucking nade took me out. Just hoping the tentacles on this thing hit somebody.
I don't like getting my hands dirty, but for you, I'll make an exception.
Put my own nade, don't kill me.
That is for saying Maurice was cheating. Maurice never cheats. Maurice would scratch out his own listening teeth before cheating.
Alright, well. It's usable. In the right situations, you put yourself in the right place. Maybe a bit of practice of dealing with jumping up, dealing with the melee people. Maybe switch to a weapon that works better when they're in your face. Shotguns seem to help because it pushes them back. You gotta be kidding me. Well, internet quality shit, so if you're even hearing this, thanks for watching and take care.